welcome back to Season 4 of the Chilean Revolution. My name is Jack, and it's been an interesting summer, ladies and gentlemen, as we are trying to win every possible silverware we can, because 4 seasons in, I feel like we probably need a bit of silverware now. Otherwise it might start looking a bit bare. There's been a fair few ins and outs. We spent 108 million, we sold 68 million, so what's that, 40 mil actually spent? It's not too bad, is it? We had the money. We're a rich club. Spend the money. Let's start off the outs, as always, shall we? So, Joshua Brunette has gone to Newcastle he's valued at 15.5 million. We sold him for 11 mil. It was either, we were going to get rid of one right back even, and considering Holgate's English, we thought we'd get rid of Brunette. He did decent for us when he was here, but Holgate's English, homegrown players and all that, we'll cash in on Brunette. So we got 11 million for him. Antonio Sanabria never really played for us, to be honest. Never really got a chance. When he did, he didn't perform too well. We got a healthy profit on him. We sold him to Stoke for £15 million, so not too shabby. But yeah, he never got a chance. We thought we'll cut our losses. We still got a profit on him, but yeah, never really fulfilled his potential for us, if you will. Moreno, the legend that is Moreno, we've got rid of him for £30 million, so £5 million profit. Not too shabby, if you ask me. I probably would have kept him, but as you can see, I've signed another striker down the bottom of the ins for much less, and he's the same ability as Moreno. So I thought, yeah, crack on. Ogbonna has gone to Cardiff for £3 million. He was probably 4th choice centre back. He was solid without being spectacular, and he was getting on. So I thought we'll get someone else and someone younger, and we'll move him on for now. Great servant for the club though, Ogbonna. I like him in real life as well. Michael and Babic have gone back to Venlo on loan. Still can't get work permits for them. If it gets to the end of the season and we still can't get work permits, I'm just going to cut my losses and sell them on, I think, because I can't be bothered to wait around for players to get work permits. Karius has gone to Roma for 8.5 million, could rise to 10.5, you know, if he plays like 50 games or whatnot. We made a loss on him, but I thought we'll go a little bit different with transfer policies and keeper this year. So we sold him. We've kept Pickford. A few players have gone out on loan. Wellington Lewis, right, Wellington Lewis. We bought him from Grimero, is that? He's a Brazilian keeper, 2-star potential, 4.5-star potential even, 2-star current. We thought he's 85k, even if he doesn't get a work permit, we'll bring him in. He can go out on loan to Venlo. How old is he? 19, was he? He's 19 years old. He looks like he could be very good. So, yeah, he hasn't got a work permit, but he could grow into a very, very good player. And we're going to keep our eyes on him, probably be on Venlo for a fair few seasons. And if we can probably make a healthy profit on him, if I'm honest. That was another reason why I brought him in. Either healthy profit or he's going to come in and do a job at some point in the near future. So I would say that's a good deal. Haksanovic, he was on loan last season. We've sold him on for 200k. He's a weird one. Like, he was good enough, but he just never really kicked on, like ratings and whatnot. He never really kicked on. So we just thought we'd move him on. And then Joe Power has gone out on loan to Chesterfield. So we'll start off in date order, shall we? It doesn't look like we made a load of signings, but we've got pretty much cover for every position, a decent amount of cover with some very good players as well. So, Benet Garcia from Atletico Madrid for 15.25 million. That was his release clause. 2.5-star current, 5-star potential. Very good young player. He's only 18 years old. He's going to be our 4th choice centre mid, probably. He's going to get a fair amount of game times in the cups with all the competitions that we got. And he's a very good looking playmaker. He was playing for Bilbao in La Liga, so can't really go wrong with that. He's got top flight experience. he's going to be one hell of a player. Look, 16 passing, 14 technique, 17 vision, 18 first touch. Decent physicals. He's only 5'4", so he's not going to have the best strength, but he looks like he could be an absolute baller in the future if we, use him right. A bit like Sessegnon, we managed to use him right and he grew really quick. So he's going to get game time, he's going to play, and hopefully he's going to grow into an absolute monster. Right. Odriozola, I'll probably just call him Zola. 24 years old, he's a right back. He was Brunet's replacement. Much better than Brunet as well. 3-star current, 4-star potential. We bought out his release clause for 35 million. A lot for a wing back, but I thought we'd bring him in. He's better. We haven't really had a decent right back before. He's played very well for Real San Sebastian. I never remember who this is. Is this Sociedad? I think it's Sociedad, isn't it? So once again, top flight in Spain. Can't go wrong. What is he? He's 3-star current, 4-star potential. I said that, and he just looks very good, and he can grow into a very good player. A recognisable name, Francis Coquelin. We needed a defence, a ball-winning midfielder, a defensive midfielder. We've brought him in for £22 million. Yeah, decent. We needed a ball-winning midfielder. He's played once again in Spain for Valencia. He's played regularly, decent seasons. A perfect signing for what we needed, I feel. Nicholas Stark from Hertha Berlin, 25 million, could rise to 47 million. Quite an expensive one. He is worth 44 mil. 3-star current, 3-star potential. But he looks like an absolute beast. Vision is the only thing that's bad, and he's a centre-back. Like, he can play centre-back, he can play centre midfield, he can play defensive midfield, he can even play left-back if he needs, or cam if we needed him. But he's just an absolute monster. Perfect signing for us. We needed another centre-back, obviously getting rid of Ogbonna. And he's versatile as well. He can play anywhere along the spine. Plays very well for Hertha Berlin as well. What more can you say? It's a lot of money, but we're not paying it all up front. 25 mil up front, and then the rest is like appearances and I think goals as well. He's the centre back. He's not going to score too many. Our new backup goalkeeper, Martin Bolka from Chelsea. Now you're probably thinking, why the hell have you brought him in? He's not going to play at all. He's just a cheap option to replace Karius, basically. Pickford's just going to start pretty much every game. He's 1.5-star potential, 1.5-star current, 4-star potential. Yeah, he's just a backup keeper that we're not going to use. We might even use a young keeper. We have brought in Alex Hall, 750k, could rise to 100 something. He has got a loan bid, but I could reject them and maybe play him a couple of times. But backup goalkeeper isn't too much of a worry. If Pickford gets injured, I'll quite happily play him. I'm not too fussed, but he's probably never even going to make the bench. So yeah, Wellington Lewis we told you about. Jadon Sancho, probably recognise him. He's from Dortmund. He's a bit of a wonder kid on Football Manager, I think. We've got him on loan from Dortmund. 3-star current, 5-star potential. He's English, so it's perfect for us. He was in the Dortmund 2 side. He looks very good. What more can you say? Like, he's going to be a decent backup. He's probably going to get plenty of game time as well. Yeah. What more can you say? English on loan. I think we're playing like 50% of his wages. I'm not complaining too much. It's only 9k. Perfect. And then Moreno's replacement, Chris Woods. 2.5-star current, 2.5-star potential. This one was a bit of a late one because we needed a striker after getting rid of Moreno, and no real good strikers were coming up. But I just checked who got relegated from the Premier League, and Burnley were one of the teams that got relegated. And I thought, we'll pick him up. He's going to be 4th choice striker behind Sirhouse and the young kids that you've seen them before, but we promoted the young kids. We promoted a fair few young kids, to be fair, into the first team. Chris Wood's going to be 4th choice. He's going to play in the Carabao Cups, make the bench every now and again. £9 million. It's not really a dent. It could rise to 21 mil if he plays 50 games. If he scores 50 goals, he's never gonna do. Really, he's just a backup. So yeah, a very good summer. We've got a good mixture of youth in Garcia, Zola, Wellington Lewis, Sancho. Granted, he's on loan, and we got good experience around in Coquelin. Stark, he's young, but he's got experience. And yeah, that's it basically. Very good summer. I don't think there was any other. Where am I going? Any other transfers to talk to you about? A couple of players going out on loan, but we still got 12 million pretty much, and 75k in the wage budgets. We got plenty to play with. We'll show you the finances. 58 million in the bank. We're not struggling. It's all fine. I think we're spending less on wages than we did last year, so even better. While we're here, we might as well show you dynamics. Everything's perfect, and yeah, no more can be said. I think it's a very good summer. We've improved the strength of the squad and the cover for the squad as well, so I'm not complaining. We've actually got centre midfielders now. These are the released players. No one of massive notes, I don't think. Just we signed a load of players on freeze, and Head of Youth signed a load of players before. Most of them are gone. No first team players, so no one you're missing there. So let's jump straight into the game, shall we? We're sticking with this formation. I'll talk to you about the young players we've brought up. Seri Martin, he plays season 2, I believe. He's going to be our third choice, maybe fourth choice. 2-star current, 3.5-star potential. He has played for us before. He's played plenty of times for us before. And yeah, just to bring up a youngster. He's Welsh, homegrown at the club. Brilliant. El Mahassani, 2-star current, 4.5-star potential. He's a winger. He's going to be back up on the wings. He's not going to play too often, just in the cups. But it starts to give him game time, and he should prosper so much because he's very young and looks very good. Was there one more player that we brought up? There wasn't. But I'm sure I'm just going to keep looking at the youth squad and see if I can bring up any other players that might do a job for us in a Carabao Cup or something like that. But this is the team we're going with. We're sticking with the same formation as last year, the 4-4-1-1. We've got Pickford in goal, Robertson, Hendry, Jovanovic, Holgate, Session, Coquelin, Arthur, Yarmolenko, Felipe Henson and Guidetti. We're not going to start everyone we brought in. We're just going to ease them in. And because we don't want to have like 10 debuts on the first game of the season, because that's just going to hinder you, basically. But we're playing Cardiff. We should win. It's always that fear at the start of the season that you signed all these players, you think, yeah, we're going to do it this season, it's going to be a fantastic season, and then you get smashed 4-5-0, and you're like, I don't want to play this save anymore. That's happened to me many times, where you think you've got a ball-in tactic, you've made some fantastic signings, and then you just lose, you just get demolished. It's just like, oh, alrighty then. They've got Ogbonna starting. They got Storario as well, but he's playing right back. Interesting. Stanislas, a former West Ham player. Lowton, he plays for us. They bloody West Ham rejects here. Right. I don't know why everything's just scrolled down. What should we say? Just come on, lads, show me what we can do. Simple as that. We are playing on Monday. Everyone else has played. I don't like that. What was I going to say? I'm not too worried too much about the league this season. I'm more going to concentrate on cup competitions and Champions League, stuff like that. If we can get top 4 again, fantastic. Even if we get into Europa League, I'm not too fussed. As long as we win some silverware. That's the main goal this season, is an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, that's fine. Just something to show off to the world. Maybe even get into another Champions League final. That'd be fantastic. I don't know where we're seeded in the Champions League, but hopefully, was it 3rd seed last season? It might have been 4th seed. third or fourth seed, I think. But considering we got to the final, John Guidetti 1-0, simple as that. He's still Bay. Considering we got to the final of the Champions League, you thought that might help us in the seedings. We might be... So we finished third and we got to the final of the Champions League. So maybe third seed if we were fourth seed last season, or a cheeky little second seed. You never know. But yeah, we are 1-0 up. John Guidetti has scored. He's carrying on. Everything's crossed that John Guidetti doesn't pick up so many injuries like he did last season. Because, granted, Sir House is an excellent player, but John Guidetti's just an absolute baller. As I'm talking, he puts us 2-0 up. He just scores so many goals, but he could be like easily a 30, 35 goal striker if he doesn't get injured so bloody much. It's annoying half the time, but I've got too much faith in him. I'd love him too much to drop him. And we got another highlight, but I need to sneeze. Oh, I do apologise. I do realise the highlight. I didn't pause it. It's probably going to be a weird cut there. But we are through here again. Felipe Anderson is running through on goal. Good save by Johnston there. We are absolutely smashing Cardiff. This is a bit of a worry for them to be smashed. Like 10 shots in the first half hour pretty much. It's a bit worrying for them. They might be going down this season. Especially if you're going to play Storario right back. He was our best centre midfielder when we had him. And I still hate that we got rid of him. AC Milan, man. AC Milan ruined us. But if he wants to play right back for Cardiff, he can play right back for Cardiff. That's fine by me. We've got Arthur and Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere's still there. There you go. After moaning that we find him, I put him on the transfer list, and then I was like, he can still do a job. So he's third choice now. Him and Garcia are going to be battling it out for third choice. It's fine by me. If he wants to moan, we'll sell him in January. That's fine. But he is still our captain. John Guidetti's got a hat-trick, ladies and gentlemen. This man, he's just too good. Far too good. Talking about Yarmolenko, we managed to keep him. He was... he's had an offer from Manchester United for, I think, was about £55 million. And I just instantly slapped 100 million on him. Man United didn't even bother returning. They just said nope and just left. Yarmolenko, he didn't moan once. He just wants to stay. I think I mentioned it at the end of the last episode that he won Player of the Year. He won Players Player of the Year in the league. And he's 30 years old. He's not exactly going to be around for much longer. But he's going to be absolutely godlike for us if he just, carries on working. Carries on working like he's a young man. Because he's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And it warmed my heart that he didn't moan about Man United coming in. Because any other player, if Man United came calling, they would have gone like a flash. Right, corner here. Stanislas whips it in. I don't really want to concede. That would be a bit of a bummer if we do. Oh my god, I thought we had then. Right, I think they got Fernandez. You remember Fernandez? He was a West Ham player as well. It is literally West Ham rejects, Cardiff. They all just go there. But we are an hour in, comfortably cruising 3-0 with the John Guidetti hat-trick. 3 different assists as well from Anderson, Sessegnon and Yarmolenko. Just perfect. Right, we're going to make our substitutions. Who should we take off? Right, let's not worry about who we're taking off. Let's give some debuts out, I say. So Zola can come in for Holgate. Sancho can come in. We've only got 3 debutants on the thing. Sancho can go right mid. And Stark can come in for Hendry, because Hendry's the tighter of the 2. So there we go. We've got 3 more debuts on the books now. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Coquelin's picked up that yellow card, which I suspect he's going to get most games, Coquelin. But I'm not too worried as long as he doesn't get sent off. Like Storora, he got loads of bookings, but he was a bit rash when he was on bookings as well. If Coquelin had a bit more nous about him, which I think he does, he shouldn't get sent off too often. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been a very, very comfortable start to the season for us. We've made some excellent signings in my opinion, and it showed it in this game. It's only Cardiff, granted, but we've absolutely demolished them. John Guidetti, just don't get injured, man. Just do not get injured, please. He's got a hat-trick first game of the season. That's what I want to see every game from you, John Guidetti. That's my minimum requirement. Hat-trick every game. We're finishing the episodes top of the league. Top of the league. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you like that video, please like, please subscribe if you are new around here or you haven't done so already. And thank you very much for watching.